My name is Sula Bermúdez-Silverman, and this is Sighs and Leers and Crocodile Tears. The show focuses on the horror genre, monsters, zombies in particular, and haunted space. I am interested in the wide use of monsters because of the various ways in which they're used as metaphors for cultural anxieties or anything that's foreign to us. The zombie myth has had a long oral history that's gone through various transformations. In the 17th century, hundreds of thousands of slaves were brought from West Africa to French-occupied Haiti to work the sugar plantations. And it was then that the zombie legend became a part of the folklore within the slave community. According to legend, zombies are the products of spells cast by voodoo sorcerers called bakor. The only escape for the zombie was to consume salt. In the 80s, an ethnobotanist from Harvard named Wade Davis traveled to Haiti to investigate the accounts of real-life zombies. He claimed that a living person can be turned into a zombie if two substances are introduced into the bloodstream. The first is tetrodotoxin, which is a strong and sometimes deadly neurotoxin found in the flesh of pufferfish. The second substance contains datura, a plant nicknamed the zombie cucumber. These are the dried seed pods and seeds that are in To Fear a Painted Devil's Trumpet. It was important to me that the work in this exhibition was mainly made of the three materials, sugar, salt, and glass, which all play a part in the zombie myth and can be mistaken for one another. The ambiguity of the materials mimics my broader interest in my practice about the slippage between the victim and the victimizer. The way that I looked at monsters across cultures is by watching horror films and reading folktales. Films construct our beliefs by meaning making, and history is absorbed into folktales, so it becomes a technique for processing the past. So this image is of Carrefour, the zombie messenger, from one of the films that introduced the zombie legend to American audiences. Lady with the Ring is a European folktale. The gist is that a woman took ill with a fever and was pronounced dead. Shortly after she's buried, grave robbers come to retrieve a ring from her finger. In the process of cutting her finger, the woman wakes up and surprises the grave robber. The woman hadn't actually died but had been the victim of premature burial. Frank Lloyd Wright built a home and studio in Wisconsin, which he called Taliesin. In 1914, Julian Carleton, one of Wright's servants, had used a hatchet to kill Wright's mistress and her two children while they were eating lunch. He then set the residence on fire, killing 4 other people. He died in jail from starvation 7 weeks later before he could be tried in court. He never gave a motive. The jeweled flower mantis is a species of praying mantis native to Asia that mimics flowers. Their coloration is an example of aggressive mimicry, which is a form of camouflage in which a predator's colors and patterns lure their prey. The females can be cannibalistic, biting the head off their male partner while they're mating, and the rest of his body can serve to provide food for their offspring. I think that it's not as simple as just saying monsters are stand-ins for the other. They can be both perpetrator and victims.